Horizon's Home Series UX, and this is an incorrect summary of Cruelty Squad. This is a new game, I'm guessing, 2021. Okay, this is by max0r. Here's another max0r incorrect summary video. I'm guessing this is going to give me an aneurysm, apparently. Yeah, epilepsy warning, whatever. Yeah. I mean, it should be synonymous with max0r now. If you're going to watch max0r video and if you have epilepsy, like, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. Can you wear like something like some kind of like glasses or something, like, you know, that can stop this kind of, like, I don't know, they can dull out the flashing light, so even if you have epilepsy you can see shit. I don't know, that must be something like that. I don't know, like, okay, flashing light is a problem because it's intense. If you less intense it wouldn't that, I don't know how epilepsy work, but there you go. Yeah, this you know, I've never heard of this game, but then again, right, there's like, judging from the thumbnail, it feels like some, like, this is a new thing becoming like recent years. They're like old style looking game, but with the modern mechanics people make it, right? The ultra kill and things like that, right? Games are really good that way, you know. One thing I've noticed about Seth videos and things, how like certain games that is not graphically great, but there's a, you know, it can give it a really good edge in somewhere. Like, you don't have to worry about fidelity that much, so you can make a mechanic good or something that no other game can have. So maybe it's something like that. Let's watch it. Remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget to subscribe. That way you can help this channel by helping the algorithm. Check out the reaction. There's a link in the description if you haven't seen my other reaction about max0r and things. I have Instagram now. If you want to follow me on there, there's a link in the description. And yeah, let's do it.
I am genuinely serious about the epilepsy warning. Cruelty Squad is a profound and
Oh my
enigmatic
God.
shooter that's very nice and respectable looking. Really really digging the look of this Roblox zombie.
It's 2 seconds in.
Out of deep respect for the source material, I will be editing a video that looks as beautiful as Cruelty Squad. Acid trip? No. This is going to be an acid adventure, set in a twisted and dystopian society known as capitalism, where landlord phobia is a thing of the past and the value of human life has plummeted so low, it's negative. We play as an esteemed person of wealth who is tasked with the assassination and suffering of anyone unlucky enough to be in the same room as me, but progresses to dark and sinister revelations that result in the death of 5 separate gods, including yourself. Listen, I know this game can be a little bit confounding and difficult to interpret. The messaging is just so deep. But don't worry, I've played this game for hundreds of hours, and I still don't know what's happening in it.
Okay. Like, I just saw the, you know, why is the chapter, it also says in Chinese? Does max0r has a great Chinese audience or something? Is YouTube allowed in China? I don't know.
So the game begins with our concerningly red protagonist experiencing wet when we receive a most unusual phone call.
Hey, what's poppin', little incel? Ever think about playing God?
No.
Well, I do, so listen up. We need to click. Look, I know things have been hard after your lobotomy, which is why I feel comfortable giving you a gun. So, welcome to the US Marine Corps. Just kidding, of course. We shoot people for actual money.
Oh, sweet. How much?
I didn't say your money. Your mission is to assassinate the business world's finest in increasingly deranged bouncy castles and, alternate dimensions. Just, like, don't think about it too hard.
Okay, but I've got one question for you. Can I watch the static channel?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Oh, fuck yeah! Taking the first step on our quest to literally eat the rich, we come upon the realization that, this is what the game looks like, all the way down to the abnormally large picture frame that is present at all times. It also changes based on whether or not we have a soul, so if you die too many times, you will be disconnected from the light of God, cursed to roam the earth as a mass of writhing flesh. Also, I can, eat dead bodies now, so I guess they have good taste. This game's graphics are not just...
Okay, you're telling me if you die too much, it literally changes your, basically, role-playing element of it, because you're like, you can eat bodies and shit like that. Oh, see, games basically do this, like, you know, perks and shit, like character creation, but rarely, I mean, there are lots of games that basically, like, it affects you if you do something, but like, if you die too much, it's like, people like, oh, it's a video game, who cares if you die, you're just gonna reload type of thing. But no, in this game, is you actually, your character changes, which is awesome.
They're consistently terrifying, and there's no way of telling whether or not something has a deeper meaning or if the devs are just fucking with you. Me publishing the 10-hour video essay on killing my landlord. I wonder what it could possibly mean. Case in point, the reload mechanics require you to yank the mouse backwards like you have fucking conniptions. This represents how hard it is to do anything in this game. He's like a DVD player. Visiting the meat room, we why is there a meat room? What do you mean I can't reverse the process? I would like to go back now. Visiting the actual mission this time, we notice that the rest of the game is worse than that,
Oh my
on like a
God.
fundamental level. You see, each mission has many different ways to approach, and all of them are completely fine and normal looking. Sometimes a mission will have you navigate the
Okay, this is the game where you think about which one is like max0r's editing, which one is the real game. Because even the real game and the colors of it is just nightmarish.
inside of a building, making your way downwards through many a mysterious doorway before depositing you back at the roof again. This doesn't help me at all. My favorite part of this mission is definitely the gigantic meat shaft. No matter what you do not eat the pills that make you go upside down. Worst mistake of my life. So after giving Big Pharma a taste of their own medicine and devouring the evidence, we make our way into the most organized neighborhood in Houston, which just so happens to be shaped like a pentagram. Welcome to Paradise City, one of the most normal levels in the game, containing within it a myriad of fun destinations, like the church that was converted into a pizza store. What the fuck did they put in the walls? The orphan eviscerator, child's conception of what a castle is, the dark world, and the accurate
fuck, that was an
recreation
eye?
of Bin Laden's actual compound, which I immediately ramped into with my Hyundai Sonata so I could catch a bite with the big man himself. Driving very responsibly to the next target. Traffic jam.
Yeah. max0r reviewing this game is like giving coke to ADHD guy. This is just insane shit.
Well, I've never tasted it. We encounter the funny lady, whose pathfinding forbids her from entering the street. My guy really does not want to jaywalk in this neighborhood. Just gotta,
What the
Killing
fuck
the
was
next man
that?
with his hands behind the ground. We move on to the coolest and most regular house in the neighborhood, as is evidenced by the, KYS. Keep yourself safe. Cons yurt site. That is an interesting wallpaper.
That's
It makes
too
me feel
creepy,
so
man.
protected
Go
and
away.
safe. Oh, looks like you've got quite the collection here, buddy.
I see you've taken a liking to my Funko Pops.
No, I haven't.
Amazing, isn't it?
What the fuck is
They
that, though?
embrace me despite my flesh, for the packaging is eternal and pure. I will be as the lion and as the Nephilim. If you kill me, my soul will ascend to plastic.
Are you okay, man?
Release me from my corporeal flesh, and I will become as the
Sorry, buddy. That was a slippery slope fallacy. Yo, I'm gonna have what this guy's having. My entire world has been. There's no fucking way. There is no fucking
What the
way.
fuck?
So it turns out if you keep falling for 10 minutes, the game dislikes that. I got a real case of the heebie-jeebies. The rest of this mission is really fun, especially when I figured out I could sell the organs that I found. But I couldn't help but notice that something was a little bit off about the town catacombs. Every city in America has to have one. So, while getting inspiration for my next creepypasta video where Mario comes out of the pipes and kills me, we descend deeper through the bone zone and into the... Oh no. I'm gonna have to play the whole level like this, aren't I? Hey guys, welcome to the stage that closed it.
No, that's not. No. This game. You see, I'll maintain one type of view about games is that like newer graphics are great, but something about the old graphics is really creepy. It's just like even the dark thing. That like, do you remember this? Like really, like not really, but 2005, 2005 around those games, right? That whenever there's a dark scene, it's like I don't know why, but that's really creepy. Like nighttime and things like that can be really dark. Maybe because the reflection quality isn't there, so I guess things don't reflect back and illuminate a bit when it's dark, it's pitch black. But something about just was always creepy. This gives me that feeling, right? Dimly dark room is just like dark. And, the artwork is just like too intense. So if somebody wanted to make a really creepy horror type of game, they need to make with that kind of like old engine type of game rather than newer one. Because newer graphics are great if you want to play something like GTA 6 with the trailer drop, which I think looks, I guess, worse than Cyberpunk, which is like, okay, I don't know, that's the feeling I get. But, yeah, that's great for that. But games like this has to look like that. Look at this, how awesome it is. Look at that face, this is fucking awesome.
Its eyes, known for its many visible landmarks, like the eyeball sun or the transmission towers. Really big fan of the microwave ASMR that permeates the entire level. Just don't play this at the very end of the game, otherwise, I want God to come down and explain this to me. This is actually giving me a migraine right now. So after killing people in the pitch darkness, like the game is trying to censor itself, we make our way to the ominous...
You find something so fucked up. No. God needs to come down right now and explain this. This doesn't make sense. It's like a Karen or someone. Instead of manager, you call God.
Glowing mansion, where we can roleplay as American police by slaughtering the entire Dark World population. This is the shittiest game of Where's Waldo I've ever seen. Hey guys, max0r here, and today we're going to be visiting the pulsating meat. I think this planet might be better without light.
Hey buddy, you know you can't just walk in here and kill people, right?
Oh yeah? Says who?
The police say that, actually.
Oh, appeal to authority much. I'll show you an ad hominem attack. I'm gonna kill myself. So after escaping our banishment to the Shadow Realm, we journey to the headquarters of the max0r Corporation, where we can try their delicious energy drinks for a fraction of the price. But before we can do any of that, we need to steal a forklift and use it to cross the ocean. I don't think OSHA is on board with this one.
Howdy, strange.
Yeah, I feel like the gamer sub thing was rising. Like a lot of like gamer people used to like sell their own sub. I'm pretty sure like who's the like Russian Badger? Yeah, Russian Badger also has his thing. But I feel like, you know, the Prime thing with like, who the fuck is his name? Jake Paul? Who Paul? Ronaldo Paul, right? They created this Prime energy drink and that basically took over so much things. Like, I guess it died out. Anybody else is creating like, so, you know, energy supplement? They're like, maybe not, because of like how Prime became so big, right? I don't understand that. Like, energy drinks are weird. Just have like pre-workouts. That's even better.
You aren't from around these parts, are you? That's okay. Me and my ominous friends in the sky love having visitors to our humble abode, especially after bringing us an entire
graphics with Samurai Jack or something.
Never mind.
The eyes and
there
everything.
are many more fish in the sea after all. So please, take my long, sturdy pole and practice the art of the Pisces to your heart's content.
Who is this?
Thank you.
And don't worry, we will be watching you.
Yeah, sometimes I'm dumbfounded when then somebody tells me in the comment like, this guy was that, like, which creator is this?
Every step of the way.
I kind of don't want to fish anymore. Finally alone with my thoughts, I soon realized that each fish I caught was worth more than beating this mission, and that each of them has a speculative value on the stock market, which I proceeded to trade on for the next 30 minutes. Not actual stocks, mind you, just the fish. I even made a literal fish index fund. It's what the Sky Demons would have wanted. So we head back to the max0r's link in the description, where we find a 10% discount on delicious energy products, most of which comes in this cool powder, so please don't store it. What the fuck is this text shit? Oh no. Oh god, it's on the floor. These are all of the
these faces looks like they did something creepy, like sniff somebody's seat or something. Look at that. Look at this face. Look at that smile. I did something you would never think of. Like, god damn.
Satisfied customers. Along the way, discovering many amazing flavors, like Sigma Brain, Grandpa's Ashes, or just lean. Yes, that is Joe Biden on the cover. Bad and naughty children get made into the
really?
gamer fart flavor. It's so cheap and affordable. So after ascending the literal corporate pyramid, we assassinate the CEO for his devious role in the making of this video, leading us to be arrested by the police for all of the criminal deals you can find in the description. The year is 2024. The police have formed a self-serving cult who conspire to get away with the killing of Dark Worlders. Now it's up to us to offer the police chief a 12-gauge diversity seminar, who took so many steroids that he is transformed into a bouncy castle. This level is a borderline nonsensical collection of rooms, where even the slightest noise will cause an absolute cavalcade to chase you down the halls like I've entered the Scooby-Doo isekai. Take, for instance, this room. Am I interrupting something? I'm gunning down an actual
There was a standoff.
Fuck the police, eat the rich? No, eat the fucking police. Look, all I'm saying is there ain't no song called Fuck the Post Office. Here we got the basketball court.
Fuck the police, no thank you. I'm straight.
Doing? I believe I'm having a stroke. Here we encounter the actual brain tumor experience. An enemy whose primary attack is making the game impossible to play. I normally don't get motion sickness, but like, Jesus Christ. Let's hope the next level has really cool enemies that are equally as fun to play against. So after
not gonna lie, shouldn't have reacted to this by being high on painkillers, apparently, but yeah, it's hurting my brain now.
Police chief, we are sent to the shopping mall so we can befriend the President of the United States. Along the way, visiting the many benefits of modern consumerism, such as the Punishment Store, which sells the amazing cubes that cover the entire screen. The game E, which sells a realistic depiction of a panic attack.
Ooh, what the
Man,
fuck?
I would kill for a copy of Gorbino's Quest. It is the world's only video game. Oh well, guess I'll have to go to the gun store instead.
Why?
Don't come to the mall tomorrow.
The Pizza Cathedral / wallpaper store. The other punishment store, which sells the, Funko Pops. The plant shop do be having plants escaping into the mall and killing everyone. It is only a matter of time. Gun and gear, which seems to be a...
What did I say about coming to the mall?
We need to get out of here. And of course, Donut World, which is filled with the police officers. Needless to say, this level is really big, with a variety of routes that don't really result in your death as much as guarantee it. My favorite example being the hey there. Oh god, we need to get in the elevator. The noise is just so terrifying. I guess I'm safe. I don't think he's going away. Oh my god, he's still making that sound. Dropped by games only to find out they're all out of... he found my address. Is everything okay, buddy? So after sneaking around my enemies really carefully, I think he's a little stuck. We dispose of the presidential evangelions and secure a meeting with the big Biden on campus. This is where he tells us his amazing plans to impose a 1% income tax and stop turning the water into fry oil, which I have to say is really landlord-phobic of him. When he says something so wealth-phobic, you gotta hit him with that.
Alright, seriously, it's like every single second is so fucking epic with every art, and I guess this must have taken a long time just to make it, because it feels like, oh, look at the low fidelity game, but look at this shit. Every single tile and they make is just like there's some pixelated shit there. That is something. Man, I'm not gonna lie, this game is so good. I don't know who just decided this, like, just, oh, wait a minute, let's make like 90s style of game that looks like 90s game but has a better mechanics, because it's like a modern engine game. Like, obviously people like vintage shit, people like vintage vehicle, right? I'm pretty sure, like, one of my friends is like, I'm gonna buy a 90s Harley Davidson because I want to, like, what the fuck. So I'm pretty sure like there are people who like vintage shit, so this is just like one of those things. I remember playing like Wolfenstein, was it called Wolf or whatever, 90s first Wolfenstein, just like, things like that. So yeah, obviously modern people with Gen Zs and shit, oh, I want to play a game like that but don't want to play an old game, but newer game, but it's like an old game. There you go.
CEO stare. Also, fun fact, if you head outside the map, they just put Elon's face as a texture. I just wanted you to know that. Exiting the level, we notice that the friendship of the president has caused the stock market to exponentially increase with no upper limit, causing my fish index fund to increase in value indefinitely. I would invest in GameStop, but it has become a sine wave. Very volatile prices. So to maximize our earnings, I decided to get up from my computer and eat dinner. And when I came back, I had accrued the funds to buy everything in the entire game. I feel like this counts as some sort of tax fraud.
Thanks for saying, finally made it big.
So after buying all the game's upgrades before the government can tax me, we head back to our unassuming abode to unwind and watch my favorite YouTube channel.
Pick up the fucking phone.
Hello?
95 counts of market manipulation, $5 million in untaxed earnings, 2 billion counts of rape, and you somehow managed to buy an onion future.
Oh shit.
There are federal agents outside your house. Buy an onion future.
The trading of onion feature has been banned in America since 1958. This is because one person bought every single onion in Chicago. What? What the fuck?
Oh shit.
There are federal agents outside your house, so if you want out of this shit, you're gonna have to earn it.
Okay, but can I shoot my landlord?
Of course you can do that.
This has nothing to do with my rent. I'm just taking the opportunity. CEO grind set.
Just evicted another 6 rentoids. 18 if you count the children. Can't believe so many single mothers could fit in the same room. Also, I'm gonna be adding a 300% visitation fee to your rent.
Unfortunately for this
that
man,
was
I'm a
justified.
dedicated Maoist. My actual
That was the
landlord is
most
gonna swap me
moral
after he
choice
sees
of the
this.
game.
This apartment is certainly very complex, both spatially and geopolitically, on account of the ominous towers in the distance, with most hallways either leading to a maze of wonder and mystery, or just taking you straight down to the top floor. So this is certainly a room. Every apartment has one. Life has many doors, fed boy. We did it, guys. We found the doorway. Cool. It's 2 normal towers. But worst of all, this level makes us interact with our neighbors, which wouldn't be bad if the level didn't sound like this. How about we just go talk to this guy? What the fuck? This guy's got fascinating things to tell us
about. Is this game some guy just being high all the time or something? On LSD or something? What the fuck?
I am a dedicated Maoist after all. Don't worry, fellas. He's just writing a tweet. Very black suppository and debased of him. oh, he was keeping a slave. Yeah, that makes more sense actually. So we get away with a minor misdemeanor and several dozen deaths, then move on to get some fun and relaxation on the high seas.
Hey, sorry buddy, that was a funny prank I just pulled. 49 people are dead. Turns out tax fraud's been legal for 10 years, so no hard.
Now one thing I'm noticing, why is Seth not making reviews about games like this? Right? I mean, I like max0r is doing it, but this feels like one of those Seth videos that he could make. I don't know.
Wow, I guess rich people can get away with anything.
We prefer the term people of wealth. Now, if you're ready, let's go kill some rich fucks.
Welcome to the world's most beautiful and secluded getaway, where there are no authorities to hear your screams. And screaming there will certainly be, as half the population of the ship is actively begging for death. Genius writing. I think their microphone is broken. And while we're on the subject of begging for death, it's time to talk about what I spent all of my insider trading on, and why it was a really bad idea. You see, Cruelty Squad allows us to purchase a number of upgrades, but most of these upgrades are objectively bad. We've got implants that slightly change the
Why is it saying Chinese? Is this a Chinese developer? It could be, right? Because it's like becoming a big thing now. Chinese gaming developers are getting better and better, right? With Jensen Impact and everything.
Form me into a fucking golem. Spend $1 million to ruin the game. Use a radio to play any song from this game's amazing soundtrack. What? Is this what the kids call slurpcore? We have lost the aux privileges. Ruin the game with increased contrast. Bring the dark world into every world, and completely break the game by swinging outside the map and killing the target through the floor. This amazing feat of game design is only possible with an augmentation known as the Grapendix, which, true to its biology, randomly kills you. The Grapendix allows you to attach yourself to walls, attach yourself to ceilings, trampolines, people on the street, and of course, the bullets that you fire, transforming the game from a quirked up stealth shooter with a little bit of swag into the Mach 5 nightmare that I have always wanted to play. And
it's
that
like
isn't even mentioning
right?
the Biothruster, which, by emitting a disgusting amount of goo at a disturbingly high speed, completely bodies any sense of pacing or level design. And it's the best shit ever made. Just be careful on the way down. What? Okay, so apparently every single level just has a room like this. It's just like
seriously, man, that's creepy as fuck. It's gonna follow it to the end of the game or something.
Into it. This fucking guy just doesn't give a shit. We gamble away our life savings for a little too long and have to pick up all the coins individually. 90% of players quit before they make it big. Better keep gambling just to be sure. For the next stop on our enjoyable vacation, we decide to take a trip to the nearby alternate dimension, where we can relax and admire the many disturbing entities, like the Bubble Buddies or the anomalous hot tub zombie. I guess I'm not going to open that door. You guys having fun over there?
Is that David Goggins?
We can also check out the secret underground maze of unusual layout and sinister implications.
Behold, mortal, for I am the object of thy quest, the beacon of hope that you have sought for a millennia.
Is he okay?
And that is why the Jews did it.
Did what again?
Planned my niece's birthday party.
Oh, okay.
It was outside some asshole's apartment building.
Bog Business is a really nice level. I like the part where the video stays monetized. I think I might have figured out where the swamp step is from. It's time to clean the urinals at double the speed. This level is just a really fun time, which is why everyone at the farm is so happy to be alive. Miyazaki really outdid himself with this one. Heading through the swamp.
I was about to say that, like, the grimness feels so like Souls game type of way, right? I mean, obviously, it's like graphics is different, but yeah, you could feel that with every level, like how insane shit it is. But Souls game is the only developers who thought of it, like, why try to make sense of anything? Let's just have like stages after stages, which is like just OP and crazy as much as we can. Like, okay, this is basically hell now. By the way, there's graveyard. Oh, you are in some other, like, why the fuck do? And they just intensified in the Elden Ring, basically. All the Souls game were doing that, but Elden Ring was just intensified on that front.
Shrimp Dimension, we find ourselves on the precipice of a dark and mysterious valley, veiled in a tapestry of terrifying secrets and even more terrifying answers. Something is out there, and someone is watching, observing our every move, examining me as I cover the entire valley in feces. Heading deeper into the mines, we are overcome with the strong sense that something is profoundly amiss, and the workers are What the fuck? These are the faces of evil. And in the darkest reaches of these twisted caverns, we uncover a dreadful secret, never meant to see the light of day. Meat in this world is not grown, it is harvested. The earth itself lives and breathes, but most importantly, it feels pain. And it likes it.
Hey man, nice to meet you.
Listen,
I know it looks bad, but in my defense, it was really funny. I promise to you that my cramming days are over. From this moment onward, I will be sticking strictly to it.
That's what they say, right? Tell them partner for doing some weird shit, weird BDSM shit, and they're like, why do you like this? I just thought it was really funny. No, you didn't. You liked it. That's what it is.
Strictly to what?
Oh! You mean the meat mine? Don't worry about it. After all, there's nothing you can do to reverse the process.
So we reverse the process using Remington therapy, then navigate the vascular system all the way back to the beginning of the level, leading us to our 5th vacation of the video in a respectable financial establishment, which I can be trusted to explore responsibly for the next 8 hours.
I'm guessing Remington therapy is a real thing in America. You're feeling stressed. Should you go to therapist? Nah, man, I'm just going to gun range. There you go.
Okay, so it was a little more than 8 hours, but I'm gonna break even soon. Just played the slots for 10 hours straight and 1 hour gay. My favorite is the slot machine that just generates garbage. This casino also features the room with one of every enemy in the game that you will be going into, and I forget what else there is. But that is okay, since this is basically the longest level in the game anyways. I killed everyone in the fucking casino, so we gamble away my son's child support. And because of our amazing returns in the waste industry, we are given invites to attend the annual Illuminati convention, where we get to wine and dine with all of the world's billionaires and politicians before sacrificing the child. Welcome to the Idiot Party, a labyrinthine maze containing the best and brightest of the Orphan Blood fan club. God, I hope I get to see Mr. Beast before Moloch demands my firstborn. Featuring such amazing attractions as the room designed for humans and the giant blender that fires you to space.
I love Mr. Beast went from like okay guy to something intensified. I guess he started taking risks. Like, I'm gonna give somebody like 100 iPhones. Like, okay, by that point he wasn't even making much of money. Right, he was like the first guy who basically implied that you don't need much of subscribers, right? You don't have to have top subscribers if you want to make top money. Because PewDiePie was like 90 million subscribers, and he was like 30 or 40 at the time, and he was making much more money and much more views than PewDiePie. At that point, like people like, okay, maybe you don't need that, and obviously now he has like 200 million subscribers or something.
But that is nothing compared to the main attraction of our wealthy guests, who are here to provide us with captivating insights into exactly how many children it takes to mine our cobalt. Can't wait to see what amazing life advice these
words of wisdom.
Guys,
get up at 5 a.m. Journal. Be the owner of 95 properties.
Okay, thank you. That's
grind set.
Lesson in
Jesus
dressing.
Christ.
Buy as many Funko Pops as
hi
you can.
there.
Make the normies think you aren't immortal.
10 rules for life.
Oh god, they got him
Tell
too.
a guy to kill people.
Okay, I understand. I get it.
Pointers and jointers. Push
This is awesome. Immortality is the best. I'm just having so much fun.
Wisdom for the system.
That's really good advice. I'm gonna take that to heart. I'm gonna use that advice. I'm gonna take that. So
yeah, all the fun and games, but why do I feel like that might be real in real life? Okay, so it's like people when they get rich, they become really weird, or maybe just because of they're rich, they can do anything. So why wouldn't they do anything? That kind of shit, right? I recently learned about something called like what was it, Dubai? I don't know the exactly word, right? Dubai Porta Party or whatever. I learned about that. Like, oh, come on, man, that can't be real, right? But I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. People get rich and they do like really weird shit.
After taking our medication and restoring the light of God, we decide to ride the elevator. As long as it takes. All the way up to the Neuron Activator, actual level name. The only mission in this game to give me a piercing migraine, which, if you've seen this video, is really fucking impressive. From the seizure-inducing dance floor to the inverted nightmare maze with a demon inside of it. This nightclub is designed from the ground up to hurt anyone with functioning eyeballs, and with enough time, reduce the number of functioning eyeballs. This presents a little bit of a challenge when you're trying to see the enemies. So to reach our targets, we're going to have to be very precise and subtle.
Use LMG, damn.
Today I will be opening a normal door and okay, never mind. Really like the way the NPCs
that is
just,
normal door in this game.
slowly gather around you in a circle. Really makes me feel so welcome and protected.
Yeah. When the beat drops, I'm going to fucking kill myself.
My God.
Theory time.
Oh God,
As civilians are arriving mass of flesh.
I just want to know where the
by
bathroom
vegetative
is. You
psychological
don't have
link.
to do this to
I
me.
boiled a baby alive into 1,000 knots.
So we liquidate every member of this godless cave, including the man.
Yeah, when somebody starts to talk about in that kind of like a philosophical way, like we are just flesh, we're just connected by some neurons and just psychological. That's basically what we are. When people start to talk about fundamental things or what it is to be human, that's when you start to sweat. Like, okay, what you gonna do, man? It's just like you see humanity in a different way. This is a risky thing.
Man behind it all, Michael Jackson. I don't know why he moves like that. And after investigating his PC, we move on to the funny office level so I can organize a meeting between HR and the bullets in my gun. Welcome to Control Incorporated, the world's only Fortune 500 company where the employees do not have pathfinding and will walk out the 9th floor. And today, we're going to be taking workplace harassment to the next level, starting by clearing out the witnesses. This mission consists of many targets spread throughout the world's most ridiculous waste of real estate. Really gotta commend the devs for their sick Roblox obby. My favorite part of the office is when they forgot to code Michael Scott's pathfinding and he fucking dies. So after navigating a hostile workplace environment and giving our employees a big severance package, we decide that now is the time to go on strike, especially since I am 100% of the remaining workforce. My demands are simple. Let me kill Jeff Bezos. Take
Strike is what got them this, right? Oh, we're gonna form union. Oh yeah, we are not gonna give you walls. Go ahead, fall down.
The elevator in the center of the building. One day, we advance past the penthouse guards and accidentally back down. I'm gonna break in through the fucking window.
Do you have any idea what you've just done? Do you even know who I am? I am the one entrusted by the Trigons to keep this world together. And you've been making my job very difficult.
Sorry?
Sorry isn't going to cut it. I want this bitch's penis fucking exploded. This dimension is rotten to its core. Shoot me.
What?
Even if you kill me, you will change nothing. You cannot end immortality!
Where am I exactly?
This is just like Gorbino's quest.
Okay.
This is the Gorbino's quest.
Hey, do you know what?
This is just like Gorbino's quest.
Oh no!
This is the Gorbino's
I can't
quest
be here.
of life.
This is just like
Oh my God! They got him again. Can anyone tell me what's going on
this
here?
This is just like Gorbino's quest.
Oh, this is the Gorbino's quest of life.
Okay.
We did it, guys. We finally found the world's only video game, and all we had to do was the reality merge. Welcome to the Archon Grid, a horrifying plane of eternal torment sitting at the end of reality itself. Really love the opportunity to meet people. And to get to the bottom of this twisted game, we're going to have to navigate a funny series of challenges from the—
See, the game is already fucked up and twisted. On top of it, you have an incorrect summary, so it's just like everything's going blank. Like, what the fuck is happening? Seriously, like, what am I supposed to take seriously? What am I supposed to, like, whatever max0r says, is it real or not? Obviously, it's not, probably, because it's the incorrect summary.
The hit popular video game Gorbino's Quest, which, by the way, increases the speed of the orange demon based on your FPS. And mine was 200, meaning this level was 3 times harder than intended. Gambino's Best is a game made up of many mysteries, which the player has to solve while being pursued by Freddy Fazbear. I like the part of the movie where they help a nice old man fit into his new suit. The only issue being that most puzzles are meant to
Friday
trap you
Nights
forever.
at Freddy's or whatever. What's about
Gorbino's
that?
Quest do be having 500 hours of mind-pumping action, so we make our way through the hordes of PS1 goblins, eventually. Then, about 2 minutes later, find ourselves fighting God. It's just like my favorite Japanese video games. And after mounting him to a cross with no future consequences, we journey to the center of the Archon Grid to finally reset this rotten reality. Once and for all.
Exit?
Excuse me? You emerge from no. What the fuck is this shit? Hey guys, max0r here, and welcome to hell. At this point, I'm really starting to vibe with it, honestly. Yes, that is a common problem. What? No. I specifically wanted to leave this place. So, after killing the concept of death and eternally trapping our souls on this hellish plane, we acquire enough funds to purchase a normal house in a very welcoming neighborhood where we can relax and do all of the activities that normal humans do, like watch my favorite channel, open the fridge correctly, speak to the devil, and admire my 50 copies of Gorbito's Quest, heading as far away from that place as possible and immediately fighting 3 gods. Because that went so well last time, we noticed that all the water in the game has...
Okay, seriously, what the fuck is happening in the story? Like, I'm really intrigued now. What is really happening? Like, did he really kill Death or something? Then he got stuck or something? Why does it say in like, okay, what? Okay, why does it say in my native language, Gujarati, Samanya Ghar, which means simple house? I don't get it. Did he deliberately like put different languages in chapter or something? What is this? What? I like it that he acknowledged my language, at least my native language.
Tainted a blood red. This is a reference to Neon Genesis Evangelion. Also, the game just lets me change the blood color to something very suggestive. How's about we go into town and strike up a normal conversation?
I follow the teachings of fuckbro99.
I don't know what I was expecting.
The strong decide the nature
you know
of
what? Never
sin.
mind. This level is really fun. I like the part with the 9 transparent flesh demons and the whatever that is.
Hey there, buddy. It's great to see you. Not every day you
At
can
this
meet
point, just
someone
shoot anything
so
that
ripe
moves, like-
for purification.
What does that mean?
Now we can work on making you beautiful.
Like me. Well, I guess this is it. I have everything that I could ever want. Money, power, literal immortality. So much has changed, and yet I'm still just a pawn. Maybe I'll always be a pawn. No, I can't give up here. I've still got one target left. One person who was always there. Someone plotting from the shadows and yet so far away. And as long as I can find them, I've still got a way to change things. I still have hope. Well, guess we'll never know.
What?
So after finding the Dark Orb to unlock the super secret hardest difficulty, it's a metaphor for nihilism or some shit. Honey, the Screaming Cube is a final part of the game. We arrive back at the place where this mess first began. And to finally take out the source of this world's corruption, we're going to have to be a little bit creative. Because this world's corruption has an HP of several million. And also he, makes you short. So, to defeat our final foe, we head deep into the Cruelty Squad catacombs, past the assortment of random enemies, and into the chambers of the funny golem, which, upon death, fires off a total of 1,000 flechettes into the room, all to access a very special weapon, which scales its damage based on how much money you have in the stock market.
Hold up, you have to go through all this shit again? That would break me, not gonna lie. I don't understand the people who cannot understand. I'm not one of the people. I understand that people can have this kind of patience, but I'm not that. Right? Now, going through all this shit is just too much. Oh my god. I barely finish a game if I can finish a game. Like, I'm pretty sure, like, there's some games, like, I still haven't finished. I don't even know that. Right? Yeah, but this this is just too fucking much.
And I just so happen to have a little bit of an index fund.
You are nothing without me. I created Cruelty Squad. I created you. I own you.
No, you're a
Shit, that was
developer.
one shot. This looks like an interesting level exit. No, please don't make me do this again. God fucking damn it. This is not good for the YouTube bitrate. Really didn't want to hire an animator for this one, I guess. Thank you? This shit is making my head hurt. Why is it giving me actual good advice?
That's the unforgivable shit.
This is just a special fucking game, honestly.
Okay, why is every time he exists, he's sitting in some kind of a car sleeping? Is this supposed to be all dream or something?
The final level of Cruelty Squad is a loop of endless trauma. A horrifying labyrinth of nonsensical rooms so named because of how many times I had to restart.
Been so sensical so far.
Terrifying realm. We are stripped of our assets, our upgrades, and our sense of actual level design, forcing us to use all the mechanics that I forgot about 20 hours ago. This stage is a place of chaos, a place of torment, where, much like the rest of the game, we are forced to adapt to the absolutely nonsensical, all so we can reach the cradle of life, and finally put an end to this twisted... whatever this shit is, I am not paid enough to analyze this.
You seriously,
so
what the fuck is this?
A little rough around the edges and possibly untested before release, Trauma Loop is the perfect encapsulation of what makes Cruelty Squad an amazing game, with multiple equally insane...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, Max's incorrect summary is literally opposite of whatever ASMR is, right? I think we found it. Anybody ask question like, okay, this is ASMR, supposed to calm you down. It's something you run in the background that will calm you down, whatever. Like, I don't know how that works for people or something. But this is literally opposite of that. Something that barely makes sense and it's just like fucking ADHD at a whole other level. It's like if you're calm, you won't be calm after this.
Routes, mind-bending challenges, and a headache-inducing visual aesthetic that I can assure you is necessary for the game to function. I have never experienced a game that was so equally
necessary
fun
is not
as
that
it was
question we
terrifying,
ask.
and I definitely recommend that you play it. So, if you want to pick up Cruelty Squad and finally experience what eco-death is like, then don't worry. I have already spoiled it for you. Seriously though, in a world of crazy graphics and even crazier development cycles, it's good to know that people are still making games with just a little bit of personality. I'm max0r, and this has been your guide to late-stage retinal damage. And as always, set goals, invest, wake up early, CEO mindset. Subscribe to the fucking channel.
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't knock good graphics that far. Look at the Elden Ring, right? Graphics and the game. There you go. But yeah, this is like cool, right? With ultra kill type of shit. This is also good. It's like chaotic shit. The graphics are low. That's just like colors and weird pixelated thing alone panics you. I don't know why. It just does, right? I'm still like thinking that, you know what I was saying, like early 21st century games. That's not this kind of bad looking, but just like doesn't have that good quality graphics. Like night looks really dark and shit like that, right? I don't know how to explain that. Like those games, yeah, that is also creepy. Playing those games just feels like, oh, what the fuck. But yeah. Well, that was incorrect summary of Cruelty Squad. Yeah, this game from 2021. Who the fuck would think that, right? If you saw this summary, when this game from, like probably 90s. No, it's 2021. Yeah, but this kind of game is making comeback apparently. But yeah, this was really good. I'm hearing, from the comments like this is a really good game or some shit. Like, okay, obviously max0r is like making video about it. It has to be somewhat good. Yeah. Alright, well, if you like my reaction, don't forget to subscribe. If you want to see my other max0r reactions, there's a link in the description. Check out the end cards right now. Follow me on Instagram if you want. There's a link in the description, and I'll see you next time.